Hey guys, new day with a new locale and a new set of exercises. We actually started some of them yesterday. Let's see if I can get a resting bitch face here in on the camera. Yeah, make them internet famous, sons. Um, we have 8 exercises. A lot of them are similar. Boom, boom, boom. A lot of them. So before I had one where I took my weight and I hung it over the thing and I raised it like this. Now there's also a do it like that, do it like that, and then one like that. There's going to also still be forearm supination. There's going to still be these guys. Then we got an actual bicep curl with a hand on it. And one that's a little trickier. It's like you just like activate the arm. So that really targets that spot, my trouble spot, my repaired issue. So let's just go with doing the reps on these guys to start. Hanging the arm over. So I was hoping this new locale would be a little more visible for the exercises. 10. It's not working out as I can see. Let's see if we tilt it down a little bit here. Probably just got to get the camera further away. 10. This position is incorrect for this. I wonder if I could just do it like that. That's probably fine. 8, 9, 10. And that position, that one's probably fine. Everything else you need to like hang it over. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was a fun one yesterday. We had Crayon here. And then we also went online after that and did our Halo video. And we're slowly catching up on those. I'm posting them slightly quicker than real time. Where we're at right now when I record this, where you'll eventually see when the videos catch up with reality, which just happened naturally, mostly due to just like depression on my part. We were recording things and I just was like, I'm tired. I don't want to upload anything. We'll catch up. We discussed quite a bit after beating Halo. We discussed Halo a bit, Halo 4. And I asked, well, can we play Halo 5? No, it's not on PC. You have to have an Xbox. So, I mean, end result for Microsoft, if they're happy with that, if that's what they wanted. If they wanted people to not play and not play Halo, not buy and not play Halo, they got it. We don't have it and we're not playing it and we're not putting it on our channel. Whether our channel is going to be some kind of giant boost for them or anything, not the point. The point being, did you want us to play your game? I guess in a way their answer was going to just be, no, we didn't. Or rather, it's complicated, which is probably a good way of thinking about everything, right? It's complicated. Well, it is complicated. And what I'm particularly scratching the surface of the complications with is they did want us to buy it. They also want us to buy Xboxes. I didn't buy the previous Xbox One, and I didn't buy the new Xbox, and I'm so disconnected from that I literally, I'm like, Xbox Series 1, Series X, even as a gamer, a guy who follows gaming podcasts and cultures and hear them say the name and everything, I get so disconnected from Microsoft. Ever since they were going to launch the Xbox One, Xbone, that I don't like, well, I already don't pay attention to marketing. So that's tough. And then now when it's something I'm actively disinterested in or dislike, The reactive devaluation of their adversarial stance is extreme, to the point where I don't know their name now. Xbox Series X, I want to say, something like that. That keeps jumping into my mind. We could look it up, but that wastes time in a video where we have plenty of shit to do otherwise. So this was we've got a visitor in the new locale. Will she make it? She's sniffing her way into prominence. It's Zathras. Hi, you. Just a nose sniffing my hand. Interesting that I can start a new timer without canceling the old timer. Here we go. The real star of the show. As I get a notification that Glad is going live. He seems to go live pretty consistently around this time of day. I'm always back from my workout and going like, oh God, he's going live. I don't really watch him. And every time I watch him, he's okay. It's strange. Glad with 2Ds, if you want to look up what I'm talking about. He was a Destiny streamer. He continued to be because that was where he came from, and there was people who wanted that from him as fans. Come on now. But he, like I think almost any reasonable person, saw where Destiny was going and, shut down. Was like, well, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be involved with that for all kinds of reasons. Selfish, quote. People get worked up when I say selfish because sometimes I mean it in a derogatory manner, but it's important in the tone. If I'm like, that's selfish or something, and I'm probably not going to say something like that. But when I say that he selfishly, it just kind of slides on by. I mean, personally, he was bored of it, I'm sure. Any game, come on, it's just normal. It is actually abnormal that the games want these long-term games of service lifetime contracts out of you. It was 5 years not enough? Is 7 years not enough? Are we going into 8 years of Destiny? People have been making Destiny for 10 years. What about them? Well, a lot of them quit Destiny and go work on other games on the developer end. So, Jesus Christ. We're supposed to sit here. I mean, and then it was exacerbated by people being stuck at home during the pandemic and playing it even more. So, hilarious. It didn't help that they just have nasty, greedy, selfish, I'll say it, or whatever. But I just strongly disagree with the idea that we paid for content and then they take it out. And they're like, but we have a million good reasons for it. Nope. Not sold. You've hooked your cart up to a marketing machine. And so you live and die by that marketing machine's ability to pull your cart. And part of that is that some people are going to look at the fact that it's a marketing machine and say, no, thank you, just because it's a marketing machine. All right. I think it starts here. I think I overdo these sometimes. 1, 2. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 3. So at the end of the Halo video, Cray and I are talking, and we're saying, where do we do next? And we have a single idea, which is play some Munch's Odyssey. I guess that's all it's called, Munch's Odyssey. Abe World, what the fuck? God, then I overstretched that. Whatever, we're going to play Munch and just kind of power through it. But it would be nice if there was, some amount of plans after that, additionally above and beyond. So, yeah, what are you going to do? We haven't thought of any. I'm sure Cray will think of things. I like when I watch, he still should have, because I don't think they pulled it off of like the Steam store, but he has Cyberpunk, and he played it for me one night when I was laid up after my surgery, or maybe right before I went into my surgery. I was kind of out of it and I didn't feel like playing, but maybe my arm was injured or maybe it was recovering. And he played it for a while, and it was just fun to play it and talk about it. There was a relaxed tone. We also, he likes to, this is different. Sit on a chair or stool with your fricted elbow bent at about 90 degrees with your palm facing upward. Place the opposing hand on the wrist. Slowly attempt to bend your elbow, resisting it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perform a pain-free effort. That's a good tip. So these are a little longer, I think, than what I was considering. I think we're still going to get out of here in a reasonable amount of time. But about 15 minutes round trip here. Ooh, that was way too long. I got to pay attention. I tend to look away when I have my little timer here going for my 10 seconds. I don't think I'm quite, yeah, there we go. I'm going to really get up on it. I'm going to be off the screen. Create like that the other night when I was off screen, and I'm like, oh, I'm off camera. It would be nice to have him on here just to fill the dead air. You know, I do well enough, but clearly, you know, it's easier with many hands to make light work. We had I forget what it was. We were doing something in our Discord popped up, and we ended up in Dag's show, which I check in on still, regardless. I haven't heard from him in regards to these videos and such, so didn't really know where his attention had been lately, and we hadn't talked about the injury or anything. I go into his channel, I try to check him out. I think he has the same issue I have. Is like he just looks at when Cray and I are recording and is like, oh, they're busy. I'm not gonna bother them. And the fact is, we're probably busy for about 45 minutes to an hour in there, but we're in there much longer, so it could be hard for him to tell. We're in there sometimes and we're not even recording. We're just like sometimes Cray is streaming the thing he's watching. Sit in a chair with your hips at 90 degree angle, forearm rested on the table in front of you, palm up. It's not palm up there. Place your unaffected hand over the palm of the other hand. Try to lift it towards the ceiling without lifting your forearm off the table. I'm going to have to double check with her when I get back in tomorrow, because that's flex. And this is supinated elbow flex. This is supination. So I'm resisting turning my arm. There we go. So I'm trying to do this, but I'm resisting it with my other hand. We're going to do 9 more of these, and then we're out of here. But yeah, the thing is, we're all doing things, and we look at each other and think, "Whoa, we're busy," and we don't talk at that point. Oh God, here she comes, 100 miles an hour, knocking over the camera, and she's so worried that she did anything. Come here. You're good. Why isn't this an exercise? Why isn't petting the cat an exercise? Or if I was entertaining Cray, why isn't stroking the pussy an exercise? Whoa. Here she comes. She's like, yeah, give me some more attention. Then the house settles, and she's like, what is that? What you guys can't see is, oh. I don't know if you can hear that purring, but she's just super lovey right now. I swear this could be an exercise, because it feels like my attempts to be able to scratch her while holding my arm are like similar. I don't want to screw this up. Let's get this 7 more. Looking at my timer. Yeah, you fill up that dead space, cat. 9, 10. Okay. I wonder if I went 10 on, 10 off, it would literally double the time but it would make it a lot easier to follow the stopwatch. Come on now, kitty. I gotta do this. You're such a lovey-dovey. Bella is also here. He's on the floor just cleaning himself. Cats totally do this thing, as far as I can tell by my perception, that they'll pretend to clean themselves, or maybe they just clean themselves. But whatever it is, they'll be cleaning themselves, and it feels like they're like, I'm just cleaning myself. I'm not really interested in what's going on. It's their little excuse to maintain a presence in what's going on, because the cats definitely fight over attention. Let's call it 5 more. 3, 4. Hello. See, she didn't even, she heard me like giggle through my nose and she went nuts. It's also been cold. I've talked about it's been hot or cold lately on this show in San Francisco. Right now it can be under 40, and it's also windy as shit, and that wind is blowing off the. Oh my goodness! Hi. I'm almost done. I'll give you all kinds of love after the video. Lily's just looking at herself like, oh, what the hell is that? Good kitty. Good kitty. So you gotta vet it first. Can that scratch me? Oh yeah, it can. See that though? She started cleaning her foot like, ain't no big deal. It's just anthropomorphizing. I have no idea. All right, I'm gonna do this last one and hit the button. So here we go. Looking at the timer. Well, I should look at the screen. I don't know. Looking at the screen. You know what? We're gonna figure out what Cray and I are doing. We're gonna put up some more videos. Hopefully, Andy has not received his notification that he is sick, so that means he isn't sick, or at least that's how it was instructed to him. It's been 7 days, so nothing there. Hopefully we can move forward with restoring some of our missing content there, which is a horrible way to say, like, yay, he's not sick, or whatever. Jesus. It's not a lack of empathy. But somebody's got to do the logistics, run the show. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow.